savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Oakland Raiders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Swift. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Alert flare. Alert flare. Check. Hey. Crunch. Crunch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Now Murray off play action. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, but fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there, but how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Here we go. 18 Gator, 18 Gator. You ain't going to 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 51. Let's walk. Mike. Watch QB zone. Switch.
Play fake. Murray. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it into the end zone. Oakland Raiders, touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set, ready. 60 out front. Chopper. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st down, Baltimore.
Down. 50. Clear. Here we go, D. All day. Defense. All day. Check it back. H3, 218. Chopper. He's crossing. He's checking crack. Hey, watch it. Set, go.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Switch. Pilot, 64, weak. Mike 52. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
2nd and 9 now. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
third down.
Ready, break. Watch Mike. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Hey, check 24. 80 weapon. Rock, under crunch. Check nickel.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down, Ravens.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Got it. 57 to Mike. Watch the slam. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
On the set. Blue dart worker. We ain't beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous. Watch the eye. 43 in the mic. Come on. Deuce. General, West. Delta. 43. Ready, go.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. 43.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
66. Bullet rock. 43's the mic. 4 exits. Watch the run.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gross. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Here we go. And Lobo. Yeah, I got you. Check. 22 jet bomber. 52. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Josh Malone, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
On play action, it's Murray. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check three, check three, check three.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Derwin James, the all-pro safety, is a rookie there to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Say. Check.
They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And he's able to find Wallace. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Murray now on 1st down. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Meanwhile, here, a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Just like that. Smoke. Just like that. 57's the mic. Rock 57. Record. Jim. Check 99. Come on. Switch it. Come on, switch. See it.
Come on. 2nd and 15. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Go. 53 is the mic. Come on. I know he ain't got it. 80 weapon. On the ball. Run it.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. But not before he's inside the 30. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Murray now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
At the Ravens' 13-yard line.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
set. Keep the Pittsburgh. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, it's free.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Let's go one more. Check.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Here we go. 10, touchdown. 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check.
Throwing again, Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 25. 36. Echo. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Josh Malone. And that'll bring up second down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Switch. Switch. Topper. Topper.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man there is Malone. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
I'm here all day. Mike 7, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Mike 52, ready to go.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gross. And all the way inside the Oakland 20 into the red zone. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well to get a few stops.
Go, go. 57. I don't even know why this team showed up. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Yeah.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ferguson. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Mike 64. Weak. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. He's coming. He's coming. Ready.
On second down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
On the
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Get that ball. Hayward. 52. Come to my world. Set go. And go.
They'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This fielded at the 2. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against?
Let's go.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. Now a give, right side. Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
51. Your track. 51.
Throwing on 2nd down, Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now Murray. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Murray now, 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check. Alpha. Mike 55. Mike 55. Yep. Watch the run. Mike 55. Hey, eat. He can't hang. Hot.
They go to Johnson again. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check, 43. I got it. Set, hot.
They'll set up a throw. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check. Ready. Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Exit. Hey, check Mike. Watching your fly. Hey.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run on first down. Swift. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Kill. Check. Lucky.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. On the ground, this is Johnson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Yes! Buzz, Mike 57. Check Mike. 66. Bullet rock. 57.
2nd and 14. James has got it. Complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
52. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. And let's get that ball. Ready, go!
Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. This is Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's caught. It's Malone. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
57 to Mike. Stop your whining. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Blue down. Blue down. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Ready.
Back to throw here. And his throw here is incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, you don't want to see me. Go! Mark 55! Mark 55!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Murray going to throw. Flushed out right. Looking long for Westbrook. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Joker, 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 Joker. Grace don't travel. Grace don't. Let's go.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. A good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Echo. Check 24.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Choose the mic. Watch Mike. Who there? Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. We ain't giving up nothing today. Why? Who? 52 is the mic right here, over there, right?
2nd and 5. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Next to score, Raiders 38, Ravens 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. Space to maneuver at the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Powerful running. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.